The battle of Karbala, the fight was supposed to take place a day before. And Imam Hussein requested it for it to be a day later. The only reason so he could talk to his God one last time. He wanted to tell God, sorry if I have done anything wrong. Imagine a person like Imam Hussein. And I won't go into it too much. As I said, if anyone can watch that lecture, it was beautiful. And we see how important Salah is. And I've given you all so many different points to why Salah is important. So, inshallah, in conclusion, keep your prayers, pray. Whether you do it and no one knows, that's up to you. And whether you do it in Jama'ah, which is so important, that's up to you. Sorry? Okay. Yes, brother.
Do you recommend body starting spread for
Yeah, of course. Yeah, why not? Yeah, of course. The earlier the better. Why not? Anything good you do, doesn't matter how early you do it and how late you do it, right? It's a good thing. And so if prayer is such a good thing, the earlier you do it, the better, of course. It's like giving charity. You don't have to give charity when you're your age. But how beautiful is it when you see a poor, hungry person on the side of the street and your pocket money, which may only be $2 or $5 a week, you give some of it to someone. You didn't have to. But how beautiful is that? So if I can request the lights to be dimmed, and inshallah, just close your eyes and take your soul to Karbala. This is why we're here. We want to know and acquaint ourselves to the Ahlul Bayt and derive lessons from them. So we all know that Hazrat Abu Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salam, when he heard the cries of the children and when he heard the cries of someone, Sakina, the daughter of Imam Hussein, he couldn't bear it. And so he was commissioned to go to the river Furat, not to fight. Imagine the greatest of warrior. He wasn't commissioned to fight, he was just commissioned to go and bring some water. And Sakina, the daughter of Imam Hussein, asked Abbas alayhi salam, I'm thirsty, ya uncle, bring me some water. So we find that Abbas alayhi salam, at the river when he reached and went on his way back, he got killed. And when he got killed and the news reached Sakina, when she saw that the banner that he was holding fell on the ground, she started crying, I'm so sorry, uncle. I'm so sorry that you went to get water because of me. Just come back. Don't bring the water. Just come back. I'm so sorry. And we find that soon after Abu Fadl al-Abbas, Imam Hussein died. And so tonight we remember Sakina. Some people in the Arab world, they know her as Ruqayya. So when Imam Hussein died, the battle was over. And these vicious animals, they went towards the camp and the tents of Imam Hussein. They went to loot the place. They went to get whatever there is. They stole the swords. They stole whatever there was, the clothes. Even they say that a bit of the armor in the chest of Imam Hussein or Hazrat Abu Fadl al-Abbas, they stole it and snatched it. They went to the tents. And what did they do? We find that history narrates to us that they humiliated and disgraced the women so much that they would take off their scarves, for example. They burnt the tents. They stole things. The smallest and the most insignificant things, these people stole it. And we find that evil person, Shimr, the one that cut off the head of Imam Hussein, he came and he slapped Sakina, the daughter of Imam Hussein. And he slapped her so hard that it is said that he also snatched her earrings and she was bleeding. How heartless these people are. And we ourselves, we say we love Imam Hussein because we profess to the faith of Islam. But really, If something like that took place, Imam Hussein, the battle, just 70 people, how many of us would join him and defend him? How many of us would be on the camp of Imam Hussein? How many of us would be on the sidelines, the people who said, we love you, Imam Hussein, from Kufa. We are here for you. And then when Muslim ibn Aqil came, they all ran away. How many of us? It's scary because most of us possibly, it's a scary thought. I know myself, if I saw an army of 30,000 people, they wanted to kill me, I most probably will do the runners. It's scary, even though, I might think that I'm a courageous person. But it's a scary thought. So how many of us would be in the camp of Imam Hussein really? Just think about it right now. And one indication is whether you're good to people, whether people get hurt by your words, whether you do your prayers. And all of us have so much that we can work on. So we find that Sakina, her earrings were snatched and her scarf was, some of the ladies, the scarf was snatched. And so Sakina is crying, Imam Hussein died, Ya Abata, Ya Abati, oh my father, where are you? She loved her father so much. Some say that Imam Hussein's favorite daughter was Sakina, possibly because she was the young one, or possibly because she was such a good kid. She was about 4 or 5 years old. So Sakina, she went to the desert in search of her father because she found out that he hasn't come back. Where's my father? So she disappeared, and the Sayyidah Zainab went out looking for her. The ladies went out looking, where is Sakina? Sayyidah Zainab went towards the body of Imam Hussein and said, Ya Hussein, I'm so sorry, my brother, I can't find Sakina, your daughter. I know I told you that I'm going to take care of her, but I can't find her. As she approached closer to Imam Hussein's body, Sayyidah Zainab saw that Sakina was there next to her father. Imagine the sight, her father bloodied with arrows all over and the head is missing. Sayyidah Zainab asked, Sakina, how did you know this is your father, Hussein? Usually when people recognize someone, they see the face. How did you know? She said, I heard a voice, my daughter, I'm here. And then she followed that voice until it took her to Imam Hussein alayhi salam. So we find that Yazid, la'natullah alayh, may curse be upon him, that tyrant, that really, really crook person. Imagine in a span of 50 years that the Prophet's mimbar, the beautiful Prophet, in 50 years, Yazid, someone like Yazid would sit on it. And he ordered the men to take and imprison the ladies. So then his army not only humiliated them, took them in prison, walked them towards Sham and Syria, and took them down the dungeons. Took Sayyidah Zainab, Sayyidah Ruqayya, Imam Zain al-Abidin, who was sick, who was too sick to fight. They were all in the dungeon. And Sakina alayha salam, she's crying, where's my father? I want my father now, where's my father? Everyone's telling her, please, be quiet, you'll see him soon. And she loved her father so much. Just imagine your father has gone, is dead. How difficult it would be. Imagine your father was Imam Hussein. Not just that, Imam Hussein, the one that was so beautiful, so kind, so generous. Imagine how difficult it would be. So she's crying, my father, while they're in the dungeon. Where's my father? Where's my father? Yazid hears it and wakes up from his sleep, angry. What is all this noise? And someone said, it's the women of Ahlul Bayt. They're crying. And it's the girl of Hussein. She's saying, where is my father? Yazid said, yes, she wants her father, let me bring her father to her. So Hussein ordered the men to go to the dungeons. The ladies and the women of the household, they were still hungry and thirsty. Just close your eyes and imagine this. They were still hungry and thirsty. They saw a plate and it was covered. And so the guards brought this. Some of them were relieved that possibly these heartless people are bringing them some food. And so when the plate was closer, they removed it, and it was the head of Imam Hussein. Imagine that sight. At this point, Sakina couldn't take it. Ya Abata, my father, where are you? Come back to me, my father. The ladies are all crying, the women are crying, and that heartless person, he's having a joke, Yazid, he's laughing. Some say that the guards or Yazid was playing with the eyes of Imam Hussein's head with a stick. Sakina alayhi salam is crying and crying, Father, Father, you left me, Father. Until she cried so much, all of a sudden there was silence. All of a sudden there was silence. And the ladies, they said, the thought crossed their mind that thank God, Sakina has rested, Sakina has fallen asleep, she has had such a rough day, she was thirsty, she was hungry, she saw the death of her uncle Abbas, she saw the death of her cousins Aoun and Muhammad, she saw the death of Qasim, she saw the death of her father, she saw the headless body of her father. So thank God, some of the ladies, the thought crossed her mind, she has fallen asleep, she's getting some rest. And then came a point where they tried to wake her up. Sakina, wake up. Wake up, Sakina. And that's when they realized that her soul had left and she died. And she finally saw her father, Imam Hussein. Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. La'natullah ala al-qawm al-zalimeen. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Raise your hands, brothers and sisters, and remember all the sick people in your dua, all the people who need your dua. Every single one of you, me, you, the person next to you is in need of dua. We have come here not only to learn about Imam Hussein, we have come here to learn some about who this person was and who the companions was and how tragic it was, but also we have come to inshallah get the shafa'ah of Imam Hussein, that Ya Imam Hussein, that we have come here professed our loyalty to you, that inshallah from today I will try my hardest to make you proud. Raise your hands and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for whatever wish that you have, and the people around you. Sometimes we don't see the pain in their heart, but we are crying inside. Pray that the pain is eased. Pray that we get comfort. Pray that we become companions of Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. That in salah, we talked about salah today, we're in tashahhud, when we sit down and we say in tashahhud, while we're sitting, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah, wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. That is the key to heaven. Then when we enter heaven, we see, inshallah, Prophet Muhammad at the entrance welcoming us. And that's why we say, Assalamu alayka ayyuhan nabiyyu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be on you, O Prophet. And may the mercy and blessings be upon you. And imagine when you say that the Prophet, it's wajib for him to say wa alaykum salam. Imagine he says wa alaykum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So pray that inshallah we change our lives to receive the intercession of Imam al-Hussein. 5 times we read the beautiful verse in the Quran all together with your loudest of voices. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه. Close your eyes and develop that connection. أمن يجيب. Inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala develop our connection, and as the time of prayer has approached, try and pray this prayer with that level of consciousness, inshallah, to increase your connection. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. Tomorrow's the night of the 10th. Tomorrow night. Yeah. And then Ashura is Saturday. And then Shama Gharibana is Saturday night. Yeah. If you're down for it, it's pretty hectic. Like for example here, then for example Friday here, then Haskell, then we go to this crazy center, then he plays even if you're not into it, just watching it.
صلوات على محمد وآل محمد. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا محمد رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن عليا ولي الله. أشهد أن عليا أمير المؤمنين وأولاده المعصومين بالحق حجج الله. حي على الصلاة، حي على الصلاة، حي على الفلاح، حي على الفلاح، حي على خير العمل، حي على خير العمل. الله